You know, I gotta be honest, it's actually kind of nice to see a true, by-the-numbers psychological thriller in theaters. The Loft is a psychological thriller about 5 guys who rent out a fancy schmancy loft in a fancy schmancy New York City area so that they can hide their affairs from their spouses and significant others. Yeah, quality guys right off the bat, huh? This is a psychological thriller in the true sense of the word. It's a whodunit, it's a mystery, it's a suspense. It kind of feels a little bit Hitchcocky, which I love, of course, as a huge Hitchcock fan. But let's talk about whether or not it's actually any good. The answer is, if you give and take a little bit, maybe. First of all, the acting, I think, is really good. The 5 guys that they picked to play here are good together and put out good performances. I'd say mediocre to just above mediocre. You look at like Carl Urban, who maybe you've seen in like Star Trek, that kind of stuff. He's really good here. Wentworth Miller, who was the main guy in Prison Break back in the day, does good work here. Eric Stonestreet from Modern Family does good here, but I think the standout for me of these 5 guys is James Marsden, who I'm really kind of thinking maybe is actually a really good actor. So good to see him in this. And I think what works here in a psychological thriller is to get the right guys in the right place who you all throw doubt on. You know, everybody might have done it. You know, everybody might have been involved. Everybody has their motives, even them and beyond them. So it kind of weaves this tangled web of, well, maybe it was them who could have done this. Well, this person has this motive that I really think makes a psychological thriller like this tick, and in many ways really works in this movie, and I think is probably the best thing about this movie is when that stuff is clicking and when it works. There's even a nice little fancy triple twist at the end, and I don't think it's giving anything away to say that because there are twists and turns throughout this entire movie that I think it really works, actually, those end twists, and that's not easy to pull off. I will say, however, and I guess we can go and get to the negatives in The Loft, there is a big giveaway towards the beginning of the movie, and I can't tell if it was intentional or accidental. I can't imagine it was accidental, but if it was intentional, it really kind of ruins a lot of the movie. So I guess maybe what I'd say, if you don't pay too close attention at the beginning of the movie, then you won't be too disappointed when you get to the end. And overall, as far as negatives go, it does kind of feel a little bit too run-of-the-mill. There's nothing spectacular here that makes you, kind of catch your breath. It's not those kind of twists. It's not like, a Fight Club twist or a Sixth Sense twist where it's like, and then you have to watch the whole thing over again. It's not like that. But there are twists and turns in it that I think tell the story well as we kind of make our way through. I'm not saying a lot necessarily about the story because I don't want to give that away. I think that's part of the fun of a psychological thriller like this. So I guess overall, when you're looking at The Loft, if you enjoy those kind of movies and can kind of take them for what they are and not expect like a spectacular movie on all levels, again, the acting is just above mediocre. In fact, everything is just kind of just above mediocre. I think you might have a good time with this if you do enjoy those kind of movies. Overall, for me, I'd say it's probably somewhere around a B for me. But then again, I really like these kind of movies, especially when they can kind of play with your brain a little bit. Well, thanks for tuning into this review. Really do appreciate it. Of course, if you want to subscribe, please do that. I'll put a link up here that you can subscribe. Usually it's right above my head. So depending on how much headspace I give us a room here it is. So anyways, you can subscribe there. Also click to see other reviews of stuff that's going on here at the channel. Lots of new and fun stuff here. We're doing some top 5 lists, some different things. Critic Geek and the Girl is back. Every other Saturday we do a live show with myself, Captain Logan from the Geekvolution YouTube channel, and Danae Hughes from DanaeHughes.com. We do a show together about pop culture and different things. So actually that is coming up this Saturday. 3 o'clock. We do that Saturday, 3 o'clock live. You can participate. Then, of course, it's on YouTube after that to watch if you can't make the live show. And as always, here are 5 extra seconds to click subscribe. Use them wisely.